Okay, I've attempted to call and talk to the fraud department on multiple occasions. This is the fourth time. This was in 11/2023. I have the statement from my bank. It was Eco Store from Colorado, 866. It was 202.95, and from 11/23. And this was an item that I purchased, a product that I purchased, and it got stolen off my porch, and I did a police report. I tried contacting the company directly when I told them I never received it. This was United Pharmacy. I have all the phone calls that I was trying to upload and document. So this is literally the fifth time I'm calling to try to dispute this charge, and this has gone on for over, as you know, it's way past the time frame now. I bet I've called at least 4 times trying to dispute this one charge, and then I never get the link sent to me. I never received this item. It got stolen off my porch. I have evidence that I called United Pharmacy. Then they asked for a police report, but then they didn't provide the police report locally for me. So then the company would not provide the refund until I got the police report. The Hennepin County Sheriff refused to give me the police report. So then the company said, well, we need the police report. So then because they didn't provide the police report, I never got the refund. So then I attempted to call the bank multiple times. This is the 4th time. And I was attempting to upload all this document, and then I never got the link to upload the document. I don't know what more I have to prove. I never got this item. This was stolen off my porch, and I documented it with the USPS immediately. I documented it with the Hennepin County Sheriff and United Pharmacy. So, I never got the item. It's been documented, and I'm disputing the charge. I tried calling within the time frame to dispute, and I never got the link. This is literally the 4th time I've had to call. 4th or 5th.
Okay. All right, give me 1 second. Let me reach out to our fire department and see what we can do, okay?
Yeah, I know it's past the 60 days. It's been but literally this is the 5th time I've had to call. I have all the documents, the statement of when it happened, the phone calls I made to United Pharmacy, the phone calls I made to request the police report. I have everything. It's like I can't help that I didn't get the product. This was, yeah, I don't know what more I have to do. And then I call you, you don't send the link, okay.
I understand. I can't speak to what other representatives do, but before I end the call, I always make sure that the member has received the email and they're able to access everything. So,
no, yeah, I never got the email, and this is the 4th time. Yeah.
Okay. Just give me 1 second, okay?
Yeah, this has gone on for this situation has gone on for a year. I don't know if you can see this, but it was Eco Store. Okay, you can't see it, but I have the bank statement right here. Okay, it's 202.95. I ordered something online. It's not like a $30 item, a $40 item. It was, something for $202 that got stolen off my porch when I was in Golden Valley in 2023. This is 11/2023. The sheriffs in Hennepin County refused to give me the police report. They kept saying, do a data request. I did a data request. They didn't give the police report. So then this place that I ordered it from, they said, well, they can't do the refund until I get the police report. But what if the police aren't giving reports anymore? The police here are not giving reports anymore. And this is a federal mail tampering issue. And then, so because they didn't give the police report, I couldn't get the refund. So then I called the company back. This has been documented. This was documented with USPS, with the sheriff's office, and with the company directly, saying it was stolen. I never got it. I contacted all these people directly, as soon as this happened, because it's not like a $30 thing. It was $202.95. So it's not like, and so of course I want to dispute it because it's, it never was found, and it says it was delivered. The USPS document said it was delivered, so it was put on the porch and somebody stole it. I'm not the first one that's ever happened to, and this is a federal mail tampering issue. So of course that's an issue with the sheriff. So then they told me to contact the Hennepin County Sheriff Department, and then we have that really corrupt Golden Valley Sheriff at the time, and he's been relieved of his command now. Yeah, that's who was there at the time that refused to provide me the police report. So then I could not get this refunded because they refused to provide the police report. So that I have been dealing with this for over a year, and I've done my part trying to. And then I call Navy Federal, and then they won't send the link. Okay. So when I did this video yesterday with South Dakota, basically what I'm trying to prove that with the police and the sheriffs and everything is that they don't provide due process. It's a racketeering operation.
Can I have your first and last name, please?
Deborah Davis.
Thank you, Ms. Davis. So there's a charge back in 2023 that you needed to dispute?
I've been trying to dispute this for 4 different times. Yeah, and I tried to call within the 60 days originally, and then they never sent the link. I tried. Yeah, I had. This is from 11/2023. A charge for, let's see, Eco Store. It says something like that. 202.95. I have the statement right here. Okay. And then I have what I was trying to upload the documents of when I called the company to dispute it. It was stolen off my porch. I have the documents where I had called the company. Like I had reported it to the sheriff. I had reported it to USPS. The document said it was delivered. So I called out and did everything that I could try to do. I never received this item. And I've been trying to upload these documents, and they keep not sending the link. So this has gone on. I know it's past the dispute time, but I did try to call within the time frame multiple times in the past.
Well, it doesn't look like that dispute had been fully submitted. It looks like
I called. I have called and disputed this multiple times, and there's witnesses that saw me make phone calls to you, disputing this multiple times before.
And I'm not saying you didn't make any phone calls at all, but I do see some notes where the call had been disconnected while trying to dispute a transaction. And it looks like that's just kind of what happened throughout those different times. So
yeah, I mean, I've kept trying to call, and I couldn't, and they never sent the email so I could upload the documents.
Correct, because the dispute had never been submitted. What is the exact day?
I don't know. It's from the 11/23, way back then. But like I said, this has gone on for years now, like over a year now. And then I've called multiple times, and then it's like either get cut off, or the company said they couldn't, authorize the refund because I never got the police report. So then my option is to try to dispute it with you, and I've tried.
Okay, then we need to do it. We need to do something else. Then we need to actually submit it in order to submit your documents and get it reviewed.
So so the people that I talked to in the past that I thought were trying to take care of me never put it through correctly, is what you're saying.
Well,
So
as I said before, it looks like
that doesn't make you look so
process,
good, because this is the 4th time I've called your bank to dispute this charge, and I called within the 60 days originally, and they never submitted it like you said. So then I never got the email. Yep. So that doesn't make you look so good right now.
Well, I'm letting you know why it hasn't been submitted. It looks like the last few times that you have called, it looks like the call has been disconnected before the dispute had been submitted.
Well, yeah, I kept trying to ask, and I said, I'm going to stay on the line until you send the email. And then it would like get disconnected or something. No, they never sent the email. They never submitted it correctly.
Correct.
Yep, that's the fifth time I've called you on this issue.
Okay.
Fifth time.
Would you like me to assist you with submitting this claim?
Yes, please. Isn't that why I'm calling?
Thank you. Could you tell me the exact day, because it is...
I don't know. I can't see the full day. It's from 11/23, and I have the statement from 11/23, but I don't have the exact day. Is not showing up right now on this. It's 11/23 statement for Eco Store, Colorado, 866-535-0562 out of Florida for $202.95.
What is the last four of the card?
I don't remember because I've had multiple cards in the past.
If you have the statement, it should say it.
It doesn't say it at the top. This is like a copy of my statement right now.
It should say it right next
It's
to
a
the chart.
screenshot. It's a screenshot of my statement. You know, I don't know. Can't you look it up? Isn't that your job? Why are you asking me to do your job? I'm telling you the statement date. So, you know, you should be able to look it up. 11/23.
All right. I'm just going to place you on a brief hold if that's all right while I look at
I'll tell you the ones that are ahead of it. Okay, so, you know, maybe you could help you do your job. I can tell you the one right above it is for, for $956, and then the one below it is for $221.67. So the one below it was from Discount Filter Store, where I ordered filters for my business, and then the one above it was some charge from Minnesota for $953. Then one above that was Pet's Pharmacy, $109.64. Okay, so does that help you do your job?
Ma'am, I will be placing you on a brief hold.
I'm recording
while I
this.
look for this charge, okay?
I'm recording this.
Okay. All right, you can record. That's fine.
These people are ridiculous. We shouldn't have to go through this just to dispute a charge. And I believe that the Golden Valley Sheriff was involved in stealing my item off the porch, because they acted super weird, and they said, what was in it exactly when I did the police report, and I believe they stole it. And then they refused to provide the police report. I did a data request multiple times. With the Hennepin County Police and multiple police, and we had the same issue in Richfield, Minnesota, where they're not providing police reports anymore. They like if you need a police report to document something that you're going through, they are no longer providing police reports. So to help you in a situation, they're just not providing police reports anymore. There was this one lady when I was in Richfield that was being harassed by her neighbor, and she wasn't doing anything. She was the one being harassed, and they just refused to provide a police report for her so she could document that the neighbor was harassing her. The neighbor tried to turn it around on her and try to say her dogs kept barking. But what the police refused to acknowledge is the fact that he was blowing a horn and insinuating, basically causing them to bark. And then he would record it. And then he'd call the police and try to say, they're creating a disturbance. Okay, but so then she tried to report to the Richfield police. No, he's blowing a horn, and insinuating, trying to get the dogs to bark. And you can't do that. That's illegal. That's illegal. You can't do that. And then we looked up the law, and I said, no, I was witness, and I wrote a sworn statement for her, and I said, no, I was witness to him doing this, blowing this horn, and they wouldn't provide a police report. They'd go to him and did a police report for him, but they wouldn't do one for her. Okay, so these are the games that the police are playing right now. Okay, and so, yeah, I mean, in South Dakota, I mean, this is basically what they have is a racketeering operation going on, because the sheriff will file false charges, and he's done it to me and other people, and then the state attorney, Austin Hoffman, he's in on it. So then they'll never provide the state's evidence, the discovery that you're allowed to see, and so then they get you to pay a fee, and it's called racketeering, and they're involved in a racketeering operation there. Okay, and and it sounds like this is what I'm going through with the banks and with the sheriffs in Hennepin County that refuse to provide the police report. They don't want to allow me to. They're not allowing me to get my refund. So that's also called racketeering. It's they're all involved in a racketeering operation. I mean, that's what it's called by law. So, yeah, I mean, we need to learn the law so we can protect ourselves. So I'm on hold here, and I'm going to just, do something really quick, but I've been on hold, and this shouldn't take this long, but I'm going to just, step out for a second of the picture and wait for her to get on the line. Still on hold with Navy Federal. Seriously? Does it take really that long to look up a bank statement? And she admitted that I'd called before, but they didn't submit the claim. So, I mean, that's not really impressive, is it? Yes, of course I have. I've called multiple times, but you didn't submit the claim. Okay, so I've been on hold to try to dispute one charge now for 29 minutes. 29 minutes with Navy Federal. Does that sound accurate to you? Does that sound like it's a professional? No, this is, I don't even know if I'm talking to the real Navy Federal. Okay, this is what I've been saying. I've had issues with the fraud department. We're not sure if we're actually getting the real Navy Federal people on the phone. They seem to be bypassing our phone calls to a different, like a fusion center. Okay, 29 minutes, 30 minutes. And they still won't submit my dispute. Okay, so this is this is like the 5th time I've called the bank.
I just want to let you know I'm still here. I'm working on it. I do see the charge.
I've been on the hold for 30 minutes. 30 minutes, ma'am. 30 minutes. And I'm recording this so for everybody to see how ridiculous this is. And this is the 5th time I've called to try to dispute this one charge.
Yes, it has been 11 minutes, and I do apologize for that. If you do not have the time, you can always give us a call again.
How much longer is this going to take?
I'm working on submitting the dispute for you now. Do you have the time?
How long is it going to take? Are you going to send me an email? Are you writing an essay?
I'm not writing an essay.
I'm waiting for the email so I can upload the documents.
There is no email yet. I need to submit the dispute first.
And why is it taking you so long? Why is it taking you so long? Why is it taking you so long?
Then, if you do not lower your
I'm in the wrong, even though it's been the 5th time now, and I still can't get an email. 5th time. 5th time.
Yes, and it looks like this needs to happen a few times. And this is the reason why the charge does not ever get disputed. So
because you're not doing your job there? Because you can't figure out how to do your job in the fraud department? Is that why it's not? So is this happening to other people as well, where you just can't figure out how to do the dispute, so then we can't dispute something? Because you can't, because you expect us to stay on hold for 30 minutes? That's called racketeering and fraud.
Ma'am, if you do know how to dispute the charge, you can do it self-service on your online banking.
I would like you to send the email that you were supposed to send. I've already tried doing that. I don't know. Where do you go for self-service? I'll try that too. But, I'm waiting for you to send the email, and I'm documenting it right now.
There is no email yet because I will need to submit the dispute.
So are you going to submit the dispute?
Minutes. I'm working on trying to dispute the charge.
Why is it taking you so long?
You still want me to?
I haven't had a problem disputing something in the past, this much of a problem. What is the problem that you're having? Why can't you submit the dispute? Everybody's waiting for your response. Why are you having such a problem with submitting this dispute?
Ma'am, I am trying to work on it now, but if you do not have the time, then...
I have the time. I'm waiting. Is this how much longer it's going to be for you to do your job? It's been 27 minutes. It's been 27 minutes, and you still can't figure out how to just do your job. And you call yourself a banker with Navy Federal Credit Union that has all these military and DOD employees? Are you for real? I'm waiting.
Okay, thank you for your patience. I will have to place you on a brief hold again to submit the dispute for you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And we're waiting, and we're watching you. I don't know, is anybody else having such a problem with this? I mean, it's 29 minutes now just to file one dispute. Playing all kinds of games, I mean, is anybody else having these problems or just me? Because I've had multiple problems. I like the bank, but the fraud department is playing all kinds of games. Okay, that's the problem I'm having. The fraud department And of course, this particular issue involves the sheriffs, because the sheriffs wouldn't give me the police report. So, you know, I think they're in cahoots in a fraud and racketeering operation. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay. Okay, so here's all the documents that I printed out that I am attempting to upload. This was my bank statement. Okay, all right, from 11/23. Then this was when I called the company directly, because I tried to tell them it got stolen off my porch, and I believe the sheriffs were involved in Golden Valley. The sheriffs refused to give me the police report. Called HQ Pharmacy here's the letter from the place I ordered this thing from, saying we need a police report. Okay. Then here's all my phone calls to the Hennepin County Sheriff to try to get the police report. At least 5 phone calls. So they refused to provide the police report. Okay. Then they said you do a data request. So then I submitted a data request multiple times. Okay. They wouldn't give the police report. So I think they're involved in a racketeering operation like the South Dakota. This is me documenting all the times I've called Navy Federal. Okay, to dispute this charge. All right. So I don't know if anybody else is having these issues, but I don't know why the company directly couldn't just give me a refund, because I had documentation that I called the sheriff and called USPS and reported it and all kinds of stuff. It shouldn't be this hard to dispute a charge. It was stolen off my porch. That's not my fault, you know. So. Yeah, and so this has gone on for 32 minutes now, and she still hasn't submitted my dispute. Okay, these are all the documents I'm attempting to upload with Navy Federal to prove, you know, and it's gone on. I tried to submit my dispute back in the current time frame of 60 days, you know, but they're not doing their jobs with the frauds department. So. I'm about to end this call, but the other thing, I've been reading this book, Jim Mars, and the Rule by Secrecy. Okay, and there's something I wanted to point out that regards that involves Adam Schiff. Okay, Adam Schiff. Like, his whole family is associated with the Rothschilds. This goes way back to Schiff was associated with the Rothschilds, his whole family. Okay, and also Schiff, his family was involved in Union Pacific. Okay, this is according to Rule by Secrecy. This is in here about the Schiff family. The Schiff family has ties with the Schiffs and the Rothschilds and and the Loebs, Solomon Loeb, and the Kuhn. Okay, he's talking about these different powerful families in this book. This is a really good book. It'll teach you a lot. But but you know, Adam Schiff is already. That's why Trump called him Shifty Shift. You know, I mean, he and there's all of the train disasters in our country. I mean, these are serious events that happen that, you know, release toxic chemicals. They all were Union Pacific. They were all Union Pacific trains. So that should tell you something there too. And I believe he's probably associated with that. So anyway, that's the video I wanted to do today. And she still hasn't picked up the phone. This is what I mean. This is yeah. She still hasn't picked up the phone. She won't do her job. They're not doing their job in the fraud department with Navy Federal. So. "40 minutes now, and she still hasn't picked up the phone. 35 minutes.